Hey guys, we're in Pennsylvania. I got Flint. Look at this. In Pennsylvania, on the creek. There's Flint at my foot. And there's also Flint in my hand. So we're gonna use this stuff to make arrowheads, flint and steel, bushcraft fire starters, and spear points. This is a great resource to have and to know what to look for survival in bushcraft. Out here on a creek, I just found some flint. For flint and steel, bushcraft survival, and flint napping. You can make survival tools out of this, and you can make arrowheads out of this. Knives, whatever you need. Yes. Black chert on the creek. Excellent. Always love when I find random flint like this. Yeah!
Maybe we should test it. See how...
See the high quality hidden in there?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Black chert. Black chert.
Black chert.
I got some in my hands here.
What do you have? Ooh.
Let me test it. Yeah, good stuff.
What kind of chert is that?
Black chert. Pennsylvania black chert.
Very ringy.
Mm-hmm.
I can see another piece.
I don't know. Let's see. It's got a lot of crud in it. So a lot of crud here. Let's try this side.
Oh, I mean it
is flint.
It is flint. Definitely smells like really strong like on flint.
It's not really too good. We'll leave this piece.
What do we got?
Just try. Yeah,
Still
that's nice, but it's freeze damaged. Here, hold on. It's very, very damaged in there. Let's see that. It's limestone-ish. Weird.
Yikes.
It'd be a lot of getting around bad stuff. Got these little things that you could use for flint and steel, bushcraft, survival, fire starting. I'll have to see if this stuff sparks, but this is higher quality.
Ooh.
I'll bring this piece to test with the flint and steel.
Maybe we should test it. See how...
See the high
crappy
quality hidden in there?
Ooh, yeah. Damn. If only that whole piece was like that.
There's this weird silty stuff mixed in it.
Let me see the...
Silty stuff underneath the silty stuff. Nice. Alright, so I got this irregular shaped at the shoreline of the creek here. Somebody's been napping down here. Is this your work? Who's been doing this? You gotta take these with you, man. Seriously, this makes some nice arrowheads. Take it with you. When you nap and you're testing rocks on the creek, take them with you. Pennsylvania napper.
A friend.
Which one of it is you?
There's a friend somewhere.
It is hot and it is getting dark. And there are toads everywhere underfoot.
They might be were-toads.
Extremely dangerous toads. Be careful. Cool. I wonder what exactly this stuff is. I have a good idea of what it is, but maybe one of my subscriber or archaeology friends or geology friends can chime in and let me know what kind of flint that is. I think I know what it is, but I'll let you guys decide.
Drop a comment.
Hey, I knew that that was a modern napper napping here. There were little percussion marks with dust, and I did see a tiny bit of copper and possibly a tiny bit of steel in that rock. If you look at my hammerstone, you could see the dust residue right there. That was on the flakes. So I could tell immediately if something is modern or not, for the most part.
Well, very recent.
Yeah, very recent. So, flint napping is the ancient skill of turning a block of stone into a usable tool, like an arrowhead or a knife. And people all the way back to before we were human did this to make their tools, to make their axes. Hey guys, we're in Pennsylvania. I got Flint. Look at this. In Pennsylvania, on the creek. There's Flint at my foot. And there's also Flint in my hand. So we're going to use this stuff to make arrowheads, flint and steel, bushcraft fire starters, and spear points. This is a great resource to have and to know what to look for survival in bushcraft. Is flint, chert. Flint is chert. And it's right here. That's this beautiful spot. Look at this. It's right here. We'll test right here. There's a freeze crack going through, but when you hear that sound, yes.
Oh, that is the best. Look at that.
So throughout this video, I'm going to be hiking, traveling, exploring these wild areas, looking for flint, 4 stone tools, survival, bushcraft, and flint napping arrowheads. I only have one day this time, not too long to look. I'm gonna head down to a river and see if I could find any flint. I think the site is right there. I think it's at like 10,700. I don't remember the exact carbon dating, but this is really, really cool to be here. All right, there's not much trail. We're just kind of walking through a riverbed here.
Yeah, I'll dried up one.
Let's see. Yeah, we're not on any kind of trail here. Game trail. Sup? I could atlatl you. Okay. Not seeing rocks here. Check back. This is I'm sinking. I just walked right through the brush, so ticks. This is extremely swamp. You sinking? She's sinking.
Raccoon tracks.
Raccoon tracks?
Yeah, little folk handprints. It's cute.
I'm just gonna get this footage because this is kind of awesome.
Oh my god, this is wow, this is really cute.
Yeah, this feels like Like I'm sinking.
Yeah, you don't want. It's like you don't want to keep weight down.
I'm gonna
See if we can get.
cut through here. This is all a little more stable because of the roots. Jesus. So where I'm trying to get to is right there. But this is a hellish swamp. I feel like I'm gonna sink. Ugh. Ugh. I don't imagine this being any better.
Over there looked worse.
Yeah,
Right
it does
past
look
the
worse.
logs. Like it's way muddier.
Alright.
I mean, we can always come back in winter. If this doesn't work out today.
Just
Wait for all this to die back.
seeing how it is. Ah. This is bad. Yeah, no, that's water. This is we're in a creek bed that just drained. Look, raccoon. Raccoon track. Right there. We need raccoon feet to do this. Alright, I guess we ain't getting there. Let's try heading back this way and cutting around.
Too bad. Can we go that way?
Oh god, it's all muck. Ugh.
Yeah, these were gonna be my shoes to the dresser for so.
We're supposed to go to a wedding.
Oops.
Somewhere that way is a very big Paleoindian site where they were able to see some of the stuff they were eating in their fire pits. Crazy, man. Ugh. Oh, jeez. We just ran down a random jungle. Okay. Alright, so found a little trail leading out, and I just kicked this out. I saw these little stones.
Whoa, almost fell.
Careful. Saw these little stones, and I see some shiny black here. This looks like it might be something. Sounds good.
Can't really see from here.
It's got flint in it. It's limestone with some really high quality flint.
Is there?
Yeah. Here, hold these flakes. I don't want to leave these here. Grab those. I'm gonna test the bottom half. Here. Black flint. There is flint here.
What's up again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Look. Yep. It's a chunk of black flint. Here, grab this flake. I don't want to leave any flakes here. So there is black flint in this area, and I read that all of their tools at the Paleoindian site were made of black flint. So that's pretty awesome. here is smartweed. I'm not sure if this is the stuff or not. Lady's thumb.
It's definitely the same family.
One's European. I have not yet found the American version. There's more flint. Just a cobble of it. Let's give it a quick test. See how it is. Yeah, that's flint. Flint. Yeah, look at that. See?
What is that? The cortex is like tan brown?
That's a limestone. Yep.
Just seeing that red spot.
Leah just watched a mosquito get me. Alright, so a lot of these sites that I go to where I collect rock, sometimes I can only get to them in fall and winter because of this, really. I just don't want to walk through mud sliding through sticker bushes and stuff like that. So we'll come back to this spot in late fall, early winter and see what we could find. I was looking at this slug, and right here is great stinging nettle. You can make a nice tea out of this stuff, and if you touch it, you get jabbed and it itches. It stings you. But you guys might want to look that up, stinging nettle.
If you cook it like spinach, it'll get rid of the acids that sting. And makes a really good wild green. Extremely healthy. Seriously, one of the healthiest wild plants.
This stuff here is called the tall spiny things. It's called rough horsetail.
It's so different than what I'm used to seeing. I like seeing the different environments.
There's sea rocks right there. But there's Big Creek and Big Cliff. It's very pretty though. Washing out here. Maybe.
Try this?
That is flint.
Can you try it?
I'll try it. I'll put this one in my pocket for a second. Black flint.
Awesome.
Definitely black flint. So I'm going to make a point out of this piece.
What'd you find?
Looks like flint.
Definitely. That is definitely.
Let's see. It's freeze damaged. Let's try in this end.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like a good piece for flint napping, but
This piece might be.
There's another piece that might be flint.
No, but that's flint.
Correct hammerstones. Take your pick, guys. Which hammerstone do you use?
Forget the hammerstone.
Well, hello there.
Can anybody guess what that is? Besides.
But
Alright, so there's a crack going through the rock right here, so I'll just knock this ledge off. See that?
A little bit of freeze damage, just a little bit.
It's workable.
Huh.
Got a piece here that you can nap.
That one looks a little difficult.
It's good.
What do you say? Oh yeah.
This is a good example. Limestone, cortex, black flint. So it's all over the place here. I want to get enough just to make one point. Make 1 point to test, and flint and steel test.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, it is. Look.
Some kind of toe bug.
It's the toe bug.
Gross. See, its head is there.
Wow. Huh.
I'm not even going to hit that piece. That's cool.
Leave that for another million years.
Here's a piece. See it?
Yep.
This can make a point.
Oh man, I think this might be the best one yet. Jeez, look at this.
Let's test it. Nice. This is gonna be.
It's, yeah, you can already tell it's gonna be a good piece.
We'll test right here. There's a freeze crack going through, but when you hear that sound, yes.
Oh, that is the best. Look at that. That is definitely the best piece yet.
This is what I was looking for. Freaking excellent. All right. So I'm gonna nap a point. I got a pile of stuff here. I got these two awesome flakes. Look at that. Super high quality. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Got my hammerstone, pretty well used already. All right, so I got this piece of really high quality flint. I got my hammerstone, the stone I use to knock flakes off the flint. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna flint nap. Flint napping means making a stone tool or an arrowhead. So when you're taking flakes off like that, you are flint napping.
There's another piece, but it's super damaged. Like,
yeah, we wouldn't be able to get anything out of that. You can see the difference in consistency there.
yeah.
What you're looking for is the smooth, without cracks, without lines, without ridges like that. So you're looking for this.
For flint napping, at least, right?
Yep, that you could use for flint and steel, but this is what you need for flint napping. All right. I wonder if I should make a big point out of this.
Nice.
This is going to be good for the spear point. This piece here. You can see where I hit with the copper. The reason I'm using the copper is so you can see where I'm hitting. And when it hit here, in a conchoidal fracture, like a round shape like glass, it'll peel off and break. So what you're doing is you're looking for a low point on the rock to hit, to drive these flakes off. And if you do that on both sides, you get what's called a biface. There's some crud in here, so that's not so good, but we can knock that away. And I'm just gonna keep this piece, but I'm gonna work this into a spear point, like a ridge. You see how there's a ridge here and a low point there? And you flip it over.
So when you say a low point, you mean you're holding it like this?
The lowest point of the rock.
And so you're hitting the lowest point on this ledge.
Yep, but not straight down. you're hitting into the rock and peeling down. So going straight through. I'll show you on this one flake here. So here's the ridge. Here's the junk I want to get rid of. But we're going to take the flake off of this ridge by hitting this. It's called a platform. A spot to hit, a platform. Sometimes you might want to grind it to make it stronger. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, now we're gonna hit the platform and try to peel a flake off this area. See how it followed that ridge? Alright, so I'm gonna work on this flake. I picked up all the other flakes and I put them in my bag. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a copper billet just to shape it, knock flakes away, shape it into the spear point shape. By taking smaller flakes off like that. See what I did there? And you're going to just continuously do this around the whole piece, and it's going to create that really pretty arrowhead flaking that you see on so many napped points. See how that flake followed the ridge? Like that? That's what you're looking to do. Now I'm just going to continue on shaping this point. So I have here, it's a copper nail in a Delron rod. And these are sold on Amazon. And I'm going to put the link in the description. It's called the Ishi Beginner Flint Napping Kit. Comes with these copper billets as well. And you could pick this up there, but this is what I use to drive most of my flakes off the points. And the way I do that is I put it under my leg to hold it. And then the same thing, I'm following these ridges, lowest point, you put the copper tip in, and you hit with a billet to knock the flakes off.
Flipping it back and forth and hitting
the low platform over and over again. See how those flakes are coming off? See what it does? I see a quartz inclusion running through there, so we're going to want to knock this whole piece off. Now something that helps is if you grind the edges, it makes those platforms a little stronger for you to be able to drive the flakes better. And I'm going to try to drive a flake right up this ridge. Right there. So I'll show you what I do. I rest the flaker on the platform.
Hold on, let me show the platform. The lowest point.
And then I'm going to strike with a billet. And that came flying off and almost hit you in the face. So I'll do it again here.
Wait, show the platform again?
Platform right there. It's a pretty wide platform, but it's a platform.
It's the lowest point.
See that?
No, and then it creates a new platform.
Creates
that's why
another
you're
platform next to it.
flipping back and forth.
See how that works? We'll do one in the side, right at that low point. Flake, followed my finger, and thinned it out. Alright, I'm going to finish this point up. I'm going to put a little card up in the corner so that you could click and see the full process of flint napping in another video. But I'm going to finish this up and make my point. So I'll just speed through it. I broke it. Oops.
Oh,
Brittle stone warning.
oh no.
So I'm making a lance style spear point that I could test on the atlatl, which is a spear thrower. Now this material seems slightly brittle, so you gotta be really careful because it could break when you're shaping it. I need a heavier billet. Loose antler. The bigger the billet, the more powerful the strike is, the larger flakes are removed. So since I know this material is brittle, I could save myself a headache of it breaking by keeping it a little thick, a little on the thicker side. See that? And as you're shaping it, it's getting thinner and thinner. And the thinner it gets, the easier it'll break, so you gotta be careful. Especially working on the base. The base is extremely delicate. It could snap the point right in the middle. You don't want to go much thinner, and you want to start to sharpen it now. All right. Biface means it has two faces of worked material. It is a little thick, but we will fix that. And the way we're going to fix that is with, it's called pressure flaking. And instead of doing what I'm doing here with the indirect and hitting, what we're going to do is we could even take the issue stick itself and press flakes off, like that. To make a serrated edge, a sharp edge. Usually I have to switch back and forth between indirect and pressure flaking, just to thin some areas. You can see here, the point is starting to take a really nice shape. Just want to make sure the edges are sharp. See a flaw in there. So you want to try to get rid of flaws by knocking them away. Imperfection in the stone. There's not much you could do about that besides make the point smaller. I'm not going to go much thinner than this because it is a brittle stone. Grinding the edges again, you could also see places you could strike easier. And I'm going to do one more thinning pass on this edge from the top to the bottom. Just to thin it a little bit more. It's kind of crushing and hanging up, but it's working. This area here has a problem.
When it has a problem, it gets a lot harder to control those flakes, right?
Mm-hmm. See how it's hanging up? There's imperfections in the stone there. You can try one thing. It's dangerous to try. I would not recommend doing this because the base is the weakest spot.
And when you say the base, what do you mean?
The bottom of the point. So here's the tip, here's the base. Now, if you do it at an angle, you're less likely to break the point, but the point might still break.
And how are you holding it to support it to reduce the likelihood of it breaking when you hit the base?
So, I'm holding it like this to support the sides, and I'm putting the tip into my hand. The tip is not sharp yet. You don't want to put a sharp tip into your hand and hit. But, supporting all sides, and taking the flakes off. You can see there's a line in there. Mm-hmm. That is a extreme imperfection right there.
Show it again.
Right in there.
Yep.
So we're going to leave that alone. And we're just going to thin this section a little bit right here.
I imagine that knowing what to leave alone and what to...
That comes with...
it comes with experience, right?
That comes with doing this. As you do it, you'll learn what's good, what's not. So we got the basic point shape down. I'm just going to thin right here a little bit.
I think it's interesting just to show how you're holding it. Because when you're hitting it, there's a big percussion wave going through the stone. And so when you hold it, you're kind of controlling that wave of pressure. I don't know how to phrase it correctly.
That's right.
That vibration that's going through the stone.
Mm-hmm. So there's a big problem in there that we're not going to be able to do too much about. I'm going to try one more thing. You don't need to fix that for this to be a good hunting point. But if you're doing this for art, you're not going to like messy things like that. This is just not going to work.
It's risky.
Sometimes you could get the angle right and peel it off, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. A little bit of it. Alright, I'm going to try one last thing for that spot. That is really unfortunate that that's there. Risky. Don't try this. It's just not going. Just doesn't want to go.
Yeah. Oh well.
Alright, so what we're going to do is come in at an angle, and this will work. See how I chewed the ear off?
Very good bit of it.
There we go. And there's the imperfection that held everything up. Alright, so we got a thin enough base now. Okay, not messing.
That was a good demonstration of how to fix trouble spots when flint napping.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do now is just sharpen it up and shape it with pressure flaking. This is a very, very brittle stone, but it's working, and it's working pretty nice.
And this is one of the reasons why you really want to find very smooth stones.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more imperfections, the more trouble spots, the harder it is to control their flaking.
Tip is very brittle. So if you're using this stuff for testing or hunting, it's going to need resharpening each time you use it.
To resharpen, you just essentially do what you're doing now, right?
Yep, just more pressure flakes, because this tip, when this hits something, it's going to blow the tip off. And you're going to be left with a smaller rock. And to fix it, you just do what I'm doing here. It's called pressure flaking. Shaping the tip and resharpening it like that.
If it was a less brittle type of stone, it would be less likely to have the tip break off.
Mm-hmm.
And each time you resharpen, you're getting down to a smaller and smaller point.
Yep. Alright. I'm going to leave it like that. I should try to get rid of that, but I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Maybe I will. I'm just going to try to hit this one spot right there and see if I could get rid of that lump. Alright, final flake. Didn't do as much as I wanted it to do. Does have a problem in there. Alright, we're gonna leave it like that then. and we'll still test this. I chewed up the edge a little bit, but again, you could fix that with pressure flaking. See that?
So the pressure flaking helps if the sides get dull or if you crush an edge by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna test this on an atlatl throwing spear. All right. So the adventure of finding this rock. I came down to this river looking for flint that I could work, and I find it. I find it in a lot of places, guys. And we wind up with some really, really pretty tools like this. Look at that. Look where we are. Black chert. Beautiful. Ah. What a day. What a day, what a day. I got bit by a mosquito. Right there. You can see it.
It's so beautiful. The sun's coming out.
Wow. Spot like this with flint.
Live here.
We just need a fire pit and a fishing pole for the trout, because I know there's trout in here.
Let's just build a house. We live here forever.
All right, guys. When you do this, you're gonna want to pick up all your flakes. You don't want to confuse any archaeologists or anybody, even coming down to the creek, a little kid, being like, look what I found. And it's not anything at all except something you made. But all those flakes you knocked off, you could make tools from. And you could make smaller arrowheads from, so you're going to want to keep them. Just pick them up.
Little blanket down.
See?
Look on pottery.
Flake that into an arrowhead.
How old is this?
I don't know.
Find some pottery.
Leah just found some ceramic.
Ceramics.
Oh, somebody had the same idea as me.
This is another super smooth piece.
Oh yeah, super smooth piece of flint. Tiny. Taking it. So I got my sample. I got my point to test. I got this beautiful spot that I found that I'm going to mark down and come back to all of the time. There's flint here. There's apparently fish here. I see fishing line and hooks, and maybe in some of these pools we could spear a fish and cook it up. Who knows? Leah keeps finding flint, putting it in my face. All right, guys. Quality, high quality piece right here. Leah found some pennies and a quarter. All right, guys. Just napped on the creek. Flint Creek. Flint Creek.
We also found metal.
And stinging nettle and the horsetail. You might want to look those up, guys. Horsetail and stinging nettle. Okay, we are going to put this on an atlatl and test it. That is a definite. And we are also going to test it for flint and steel. See if we could start a fire with this stuff. See how damaged that is?
There's another one. Super damaged.
Super damaged stuff, but that'll create sparks. So I did take a few samples of the cruddy stuff. All right, guys, we are out. End of episode 1. If you guys like this stuff and you want to see this tested, subscribe, hit like, and check out the next video. See you guys here at the lake. in the rain with this Clovis that I made out of PA bassanite. Tough material to work. I'll give a little bit of information about this rock here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this imitation sinew. This is what I've been using for my testing. Got a flake of rhyolite. I'm just going to cut the string. Like that. Now this is just going to be a little testing of this Clovis point. And I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to go like this. Instead of doing the crisscross, I'm going to try to wrap it right onto the stick. Really beautiful point. Here's the point. No damage. Sharp as heck. Still hafted. I'd say that does the job. Yes. Goodbye. tin foil into a plate for the burgers. Mmm. Mmm. And I am happy to be here. I think I'm just gonna have a bit of an adventure here. National forest here, the edge of one. I just woke up. It is 6 in the morning. Saw a bunch of newts, a whole bunch of newts. They're like this big, all over the road leading into the campsite. And I wake up to all these crazy bird sounds and all.
What do you say?
Right here in the gravel, right next to the sidewalk, is some jasper.
Oh wow.
It's just gravel. They chopped it up for... Look at that.
Is that it as well or no?
Let's find out. Nah. I don't know what that is. Looks like it, but... White cherty stuff.
Weird.
Let's look at this real quick. Grainy. Knappable stuff. It's not the greatest. I should have my flint and steel to test if it sparks or not. Are not pets.
Why not?
A potato? Don't feed the squirrels potatoes. So, picked up some salmon, and I already ate one. And what I did was I dipped it in horseradish that I bought at this place. The place is called Wild for Salmon, and it is amazing. That is like the best salmon I've ever had. And I split it with Leia. She took half, I took half, and it was fillets, like really thin and really good. Salty, but good. And then this is a traditional smoked. So I'm going to try this in a little bit. It's still thawing. It's already cooked. It's already smoked. It says ready to eat.
Horseradish.
And that was super spicy, super good. My nose is still running from it. Look at that.
Smoked salmon.
Wow. I think I got my new favorite travel treat. It's almost like a super soft jerky, but it's salmon. Wow, super salty, but it's super good. Rivers and creeks. This stuff is called bassanite. Got a little bit of it. Some of it's good, some of it's not. I'll be able to get points out of all that. Look at that. That's gonna get a nice point, even with the cracks. Smaller points out of that. Good stuff. PA rock. So far, so good. First few days of the next rock trip. Got quite a bit of stuff. This is only one bag. Alright, guys. I will be probably out about another week. And then I'll be uploading. Inspirational quotes along the highway here. I'm gonna make sure this is... okay, I'm good to go, I guess. Okay, we slept at a Walmart again. There's no campsites in Pennsylvania that you can't just pull into. You have to, it's a big ordeal. So I'm gonna head north to where I could just pull into a campsite, because sleeping in Walmarts is not fun. I think I got like maybe 4.5 hours of sleep total. And it's 6 a.m. Okay. I'll stop if I see anything cool anywhere. Get back to you. Express service only. Hurry up, you're too slow, customer. Your order is too time consuming. Got myself a bagel for breakfast. And stopping at another site along the river here. Oh man, good morning. Info. Say anything important? This region is part of the Lumber Heritage Region. Celebrates the area's rich milling and manufacturing history. More than half the region's population lives within the river corridor, with convenient access to state forests, park, and game lands, scenic river stretches, hiking, biking, and hunting opportunities. Anglers enjoy both warm water and cold water fishing. Increasing number of visitors use the Pine Creek Rail Trail system, linking the Jersey Shore to the Pennsylvania Grand Canyon. Pennsylvania Grand Canyon, that is on the list. Cool. Cool. Alright, I wanted you guys to see this. Just because this is where I ate my breakfast. Whew. So, about that, why do I do this? I'm gonna give you guys a view here. Look at this. So that's one. Susquehanna. Switch around. So there is a trolley boat thing. These clouds are just rolling through these mountains. I see fish jumping, or at least surfacing. Wow. I'm just on a little dock. Alright, another slow pan for you guys. Oh, this is a place to eat breakfast. I am not kidding. A little coffee and a bagel. I wish I had more of that salmon from yesterday. Probably catch a trout in here and make it. Alright guys. Wow. Alright, we'll let him go. Had to get some fishing in. Look at that. Look at that. There's like nobody here. I'm just in the middle of the woods. So, there's some pretty damn big hornets. What the hell is that thing? Jesus. Right there. International Dark Sky Association. Cool. Alright. Just taking a look around here for a minute. Astronomers with telescopes only. Pods where you get shot into space. No. Cherry Springs State Park. There's the address and the GPS. This place is pretty awesome. Dark skies. It's the darkest spot in the area. It's right there. They have an astronomy observation field. Leah's got my pocket guide to the Stars and Planets book. Overnight astronomy observation field rules. No flashlights, no computers, no devices. Excessive red lighting is prohibited. This is pretty cool. You could see stuff like that here. Fire going, little tiny fire. We got a plate of stuff. Some hot Italian sausage. And some provolone, pickles, olives, and mixed nuts. On this plate, we got mangoes and melons and watermelons and bananas. And a coffee. And some water. Because that's important too. Coffee. And water. Drink it. Alright, my hair is starting to get crazy and poofy. Next morning, sleep was okay. It was kind of hot. I'm eating some crackers. I feel arrested yet sore. I don't know why I'm so sore. Okay. Time to drive. Maybe it's from driving. I don't know. That was what was behind us. And over on the other side, it's a big open field. I went out there and looked at all the stars. And there was about twice as many stars as I normally see, which was pretty freaking cool. Also saw a bunch of satellites moving stuff in the sky. I'm not awake yet, but yeah, I'm gonna put this in the video anyway. All right, time to drive. Everything's been put back in the back. So what we've been doing is moving all that into the front here where I'm sitting. And then we got a mattress back, like a foam mattress back there that we've been sleeping on. We brought the tent. It's a big tent though. And I just didn't feel like setting it up because we're only going to be here one night. So, okay. Time to go. That's crazy looking. You'd see all the little valleys and hills and just goes forever. This is called Cherry Springs Vista. It says the Duncan's right up here.
We're gonna come limping into it.
Huh?
Limping and crawling to the
I think I might try to take Jack Crafty's advice of caffeine pill instead of coffee, but I'm scared of caffeine pills. So in different towns, I've noticed that the water either tastes very strange or very good, depending on where. This one tastes very strange, but I'm gonna drink it anyway. I don't know what I'm tasting. Danger noodle. That part is the part that is dangerous. This part is the part that warns you of the danger. Don't mess with it. Quiet and passive until messed with.
It is chilly.
Cold.
It is chilly.
Cold wind coming through here. Canyon.
Continue on Pennsylvania 660 west for 1 mile.
Canyon country. Do the same thing again. So that town just popped up out of nowhere. I'm going to put the screenshot on my map here so you can see what happened. And it surprised me. They had a full grocery store there, so we got bunch of dried meats and stuff, and a bag of coffee. So we should be good for a while, and we are heading off into the wilderness now.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Airport Road.
A lot of that portion of Pennsylvania was cities, surprisingly. So I'm glad to be out into the woods now. Okay, check back soon. Woohoo!
We just pulled off to stretch our legs, and there's this really beautiful creek down here. Gray day, but it's very cool. Those storms last night really cooled everything off. As I was walking around stretching my legs though, this caught my eye, which many of you may recognize. See those little hairs sticking off? This is stinging nettle. Now, this is something that is really common in a lot of areas and a lot of people have no problem finding, but I've really never had too much luck finding it, so it's very exciting for me to see.
Yeah, it's some stuff. Looks like it's got some. I don't know what that is. Quartzite. Maybe quartzite mixed with limestone?
It looks like the stuff in Maryland.
Tough. Hey Siri. Can you play some forest music?
Now playing Soundscapes, ambient sounds, relaxation music by Soundscapes and Ambient.
Thank you. Go read what that says.
Whoa. Holy shit. Wow. out from there. Not tried there before. We got burgers.
Well, this is extremely appreciated. Leah's recording the train. But Pennsylvania Scenic River System. Look at this, they got a trail going above the river next to these rails. Cool, man. The river's right down there. You can see it there. It's way down. This awesome mountain here. I still have vertigo. I have it pretty bad. I've had it since the thyroid issue. I get quite off balance. Feel like I'm falling. This whole thing's shaking. Wow. Yeah. Go back. Okay. I did follow some creeks looking for rock, and I did find some. It looks pretty good. And I'm actually gonna probably nap that in the morning when I wake up. I'll see if I could get a good video out of it. I don't know how damaged it is. I don't know if it's good or bad. It looks good to me on the outside, but I haven't really cracked into it yet, so I don't know. So we are at a horse camp, and we don't have a horse. We also don't have a tent. I must have dropped the tent out of the car somewhere. I don't have a tent. So, forced to sleep in the car. It's okay, because I got a big spot in the back for both of us. But, I was really hoping to use the tent here. And, it's cold tonight. It's like 40 degrees. And it's June. What? Alright, night one. In the car tonight. It's 1 in the morning, and we just got to the camp. We got these cool things for the window to keep the bugs out. It's really tight over the window, so no creepy crawlies coming in. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I just drove like, I don't even know, many hours. I gotta go to sleep. Good night. Okay, I am feeling a little bit annoyed. And I am annoyed at the fact that I keep seeing ancient sites being built on top of. And to me, that would be like equivalent to, okay, let's tear down the Great Pyramids of Egypt and build a Walmart on top of it. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks like that, but like, it's really irking me because I'm seeing a lot of ancient sites that I'm passing, you know, documented ancient sites, and it's like, oh, new hotel on top of it, oh, new Walmart on top of it. What the heck, man? What are you doing? Who does that? Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. That sucks. What the hell am I even saying here? This is all rocks. Pretty far in. I don't have much room to throw here. You can see how I mean, this is tough stuff. No damage. 5-foot dart, turkey feathers. Pretty good. Pretty good.